Well, excuse me. How's it going? This is Shane Thomas, ready to show you another country classic on the acoustic guitar. This time, this video, we have a classic, one of the all-time greatest country songs ever, one of my favorite songs ever, one of George Strait's greatest songs ever, and that is The Chair by George Strait. This song was written in 1985 by grandmasters, some of the best country songwriters ever, Dillon and Cochran. If you don't know who those two are, look them up. They wrote a who's who of country music. And Dillon especially wrote all kinds of songs for George Strait, but Hank Cochran wrote songs for Willie Nelson, Patsy Cline, just two legends. And when those two legends team up, you get an all-time classic song like The Chair. The song came out in 1985, and it was off the Something Special album by George Strait. And no brainer, it was a #1 hit in both the United States and Canada, and it lives as much today as it did when it was first released in 1985. So if you want to learn how to play this song, you come to the right place, because Shane T's got a sweet tea ready. He's got his chair ready. You get the beverage of your choice. If you're not thirsty, at least hopefully you'll get your acoustic guitar. And let's play along and let's learn how to play The Chair by George Strait. All right, now let's learn the chords and strumming pattern to The Chair by George Strait. If you want to sound like the record, the original recording, we're going to need what's called a capo. A capo kind of transposes the key of your guitar, and it makes some of these chords easier to play. For instance, the original song's in the key of A. Maybe it's difficult for some people to play without a capo, so we're going to use a capo just like George does. I'll put a link to the live version that George does. He uses a capo on the 2nd fret, so let's be like George, right? We're not worthy of you, George Strait, but we'll try to be. So put a capo. All you do is clamp it on the 2nd fret of your guitar. If you want to sound like the original recording, if you don't have a capo, then you still play the same chords, just be in a different key. If you don't have a capo, I'll put a link in the description below to one that you could purchase. This one, actually, not this exact one, but one like it, a Kaiser capo. Very easy to use, simple to use, just clip on your guitar. So 2nd fret, we're going to put our capo. The chords that you're going to use, there's 7 of them. You see them on your screen right now. That's the G chord, the A minor chord, the D major chord, and eventually you're going to use a C major chord, a B minor chord, an E minor chord, and an E major chord. So again, that's G, A minor, D, C, B minor, E minor, and E major. And those are your 7 chords that you need to learn in order to play this song. The strumming pattern, you can do it one of 2 ways. The way I'm going to do it in this song is strumming along, because most people just learn the guitar. It's easier for them than to pluck each string. But you can pluck each string if you wanted to as you're playing the chords. But usually it's just a down and up. Well, excuse me, but I think you got my chair. So just nice, slow tempo, easy tempo, down and up. But when you see George play it, he kind of strums some or picks some, whatever you're comfortable with. All right, so, but if you're going to strum, if you want the most simple, basic way to play this song, it's just down and up, just nice and slow, easy tempo. Okay, so that's your chords, that's the strumming pattern to the song. Let's put it all together and let's play along, and let's learn The Chair by George Strait. All right, now that we know the chords and strumming pattern to The Chair, let's put it all together and let's play along to this wonderful classic song. As we play along to the song, check out the chords and the lyrics above me here on the screen. That way you know when to change to what chord at what point in the song. All right, if you want to know the intro, if you want to learn the intro, I'm going to show it to you the way I play it. Now, like many things on the guitar, you could play it all over the fretboard if you wanted to, but I found that this way is pretty efficient, pretty smooth, since you're playing the acoustic guitar and you're by yourself. If you're in a band, the lead guitar, steel guitar is going to be playing that. But if you want to know how to play it on your acoustic guitar, I'm going to show you how. You want to take your middle finger here, put it on the 3rd fret from the capo on the 1st string. So 1st string, 3rd fret. Have this index finger, your 1st finger there, ready to go on the 2nd fret of that 1st string. And pull off. A pull off means you pluck it once on the 3rd fret, then all you have to do is lift your middle finger off and goes to that note. Good job. Then you're going to go up 1 string, 2nd string, 3rd fret. So far we got up to that 2nd string, 3rd fret. Now your index finger, your 1st finger, is going to be right here on the 3rd string, 2nd fret from the capo. So far we got pull off to the 2nd fret, 1st string, 2nd string, 3rd fret, 3rd string, 2nd fret. Get a little closer so y'all can see. Now this next note, I'm going to give you an option. We either going to play the 3rd string, 4th fret from the capo, or we're going to play the 2nd string open. Same note, just whether or not you want to play an open string on the 2nd string or that 4th fret from the capo, 3rd string. So far we got or. I personally like playing that open string, that 2nd string open, because it leads me right into the G. So you kind of do this. And I kind of strum it or pick it and then do the G-shaped chord. Remember, it's not an actual G chord because we're using the capo on the G sounding chord, because we're using that capo on the 2nd fret. So again, real quick, the intro, if you want to know how to play it, either that or then play it open on the 2nd string and it'll lead you right into the opening chord, that G-shaped chord. And that's how you play the intro. Of course, you got the piano kind of answering back. So the guitar's like, and the piano's like, doom, 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 just in a different octave. It's like they're call and response, doom, 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 going back and forth. It's a beautiful thing. There's so many nuances to this song. The fiddle answering back, the piano answering back, that's what makes it a classic song. So that's the intro. Let's start playing along to the song. Let's start singing the song, the wonderful song, The Chair by George Strait. All right, now that we know that famous intro, let's start playing along with the song and singing along with the song. We're going to start right here on the G-shaped chord, which again, 2nd fret from the capo. So we got the intro. Now if you don't want to do the intro, just down and up strumming pattern. Doom, 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 doom. You do that twice. Start singing. Well, excuse me, but I think you got my chair. So G to A minor. No, that one's to D. I don't mind. If you sit here, back to G. I'll be glad to share. So A minor to D. Yeah, it's usually G packed here on Friday night. Oh, if you don't mind, could I talk you out of a lie? All right, so the verse is essentially G to A minor to D, and just some variations of that. So that's verse 1. Let's go into verse number 2. All right, let's go right into verse number 2. Same chords as verse number 1. Right here, the G-shaped chord. Well, thank you, could I drink you by A minor to D. Oh, listen to me. What I mean is, can I buy you a drink? Anything you please. Good job. Oh, you're welcome. Well, I don't think I caught your name. Down to A minor. Now we're going to change it up a little bit. From the A minor, we're going to go to the C, to B minor, to A minor, to E. And that's one of those things where you kind of walk it down, or that chord sequence. So C, B minor, A minor, to E. Okay, so let's take this part slow. Are you waiting for someone to meet you here? Well, C to B minor, to A minor, to E. That makes 2 of us. Back to A minor, to D. I'm glad you came. And I know I kind of interrupted the flow of our song, but it's super important to get this chord progression down. So let's do that part again. Are you waiting for someone to meet you here? Well, that makes 2 of us. Glad you came. Good job. Good job. That's the hardest part of the song right there. Let's go into verse number 3. Verse number 3. No, I don't know the name of the band, but they're good, aren't they? Would you like to dance? Yeah, I like this song too. It reminds me of you, me, baby. Do you think there's a chance that later on I could drive you home? Now here's a new section. We're going to play the G-shaped chord, B minor, to E minor. So pretty much the only time we'll do this in the song. And it goes like this. No, I don't mind at all. Let me do that again for you. No, I don't mind at all. Nice, good job. Now we're going to go down to C, that one progression we learned earlier. Oh, I like you too, and to tell you the truth. So that's C, B minor shape, to A minor shape, up to E major shape. Oh, I like you too, and to tell you the truth. Very good job. Nice. We're going to go down to A minor now. That wasn't my chair after all. There's your punchline, if you want to call it a punchline. Old George is tricking them. A minor, D, G. That wasn't my chair after all. I love that. So here's another little lick that I like to do sometimes when I'm playing this song. It's this. Now you don't have to do that, but I like doing it every so often. And it occurs right after that part. That wasn't my chair after all. Boom, 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 boom. So that is 4th string open, 2nd fret, 3rd string, 2nd string open, 3rd string open. So I like that little lick. All right, let's go to the outro. We're just gonna repeat that little section again. The outro goes like this. Oh, I like you too, and to tell you the truth, that wasn't my chair after all. That's that one lick I just showed you. Then you can finish just like you started, that outro. That's how you play The Chair by George Strait. If you love George Strait like I do, I appreciate it. Hit that like button and that subscribe button if you hadn't already. That way you get all the latest classic country guitar tutorials as soon as I publish them, as well as all kinds of acoustic guitar lessons. Hopefully you enjoyed this tutorial as much as I've enjoyed making it for you. I want y'all to keep humming and strumming and humming so you can keep these wonderful classic songs alive. I'm Shane Thomas. Take care. Oh, I like you too, and to tell you the truth, that wasn't my chair after all.